you meant win recording.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another WWE Fantasy Log. I am James Phoenix. Joining me, as always, is John.
Hello.
And Jeff.
What's up?
Collectively, we are the League of Opinionated Gentlemen, or three-quarters of it anyway. And we are here to do the thing that we do where we look back on the week in wrestling. So let's do that.
Oh, what a week.
Oh, what a week. Oh, yes.
Sorry.
Oh, yes. So, here we go. We're going to start off with the news. Oh, is there news?
There is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is there news? So let's see here. To the news. Do we want to start off with the big one first or save that for last?
Sure, lead off with it.
We're leading off with the big one, people. So, with that, let me go over here. My screenshot, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to introduce to you the WWE United Kingdom Championship.
What?
Oh, you didn't hear about this?
No, I didn't.
It was announced at a press conference today by our friend Triple H that WWE was introducing this WWE United Kingdom Championship, and there would be a UK exclusive tournament to determine its holder to be aired exclusively on the WWE Network for just $9.99. It's also worth noting that the 2K Facebook made sure to mention that this belt is already available on the community creations downloadable.
Of course
It is a pretty cool looking belt.
It's not a bad belt. Give it credit. It's a nice belt.
No, it is a nice belt.
Now let me go over here to the
It's like a coat of arms. It's pretty
a
cool.
little bit. I think that's the idea.
Yeah.
So let's go over here. Present at this press conference with Triple H to help introduce this were, of course, prominent UK superstar Finn Balor, as well as prominent UK NXT General Manager William Regal.
Too bad Finn Balor's not getting that belt.
No, Finn Balor has better things to do, like come back and win the Universal title.
No, I was going to say he's kind of injured, so he kind of can't get that belt right now.
Yeah, well. But this will be on the WWE Network. It will be a special two-night tournament. It's not like the Cruiserweight one where they're going to milk it. This will be a two-night tournament. It'll be airing on the nights of Saturday, January 14th and Sunday, January 15th, beginning at 8 p.m. GMT.
Okay, then.
For those of you watching at home wondering, that would be 3 p.m. Eastern or noon Pacific. And that will be on the WWE Network. Tickets are available, emanating from the historic Empress Ballroom in Blackpool. Our passionate UK fans deserve to have their own champion, said Executive Vice President of Talent and Creative Events Paul Levesque. The tournament is the next step in our ongoing strategy to create localized content for our global WWE network, develop another brand that engages our passionate fans, and adds a new dimension to our ongoing storylines.
Right, for a belt that's never going to see the light of day on network television.
The unprecedented event will feature a single elimination tournament and showcase competitors from all 4 home nations and Ireland, including the charismatic Trent Steven from Wolverhampton, the hard-hitting Pete Dunne from Birmingham, Tyler Bate. What's that?
The Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne.
Is that what they're calling him?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Tyler Bate, the bright young 19-year-old star from Dudley, West Midlands. Big brawler Wolfgang from Glasgow. Tough Tyson T-Bone from Malvern. The aggressive Northern Irish grappler Tucker. The Irish high flyer Jordan Devlin, who hails from Bray in County Wicklow, the same home as Finn Balor. And Londoner Roy Johnson, a former champion powerlifter.
Joseph Connors.
Both William Regal, the head scout for talent development, by the way, if you didn't know, as well as Robbie Brookside, WWE trainer, participated in the scouting process for these tournament competitors using their unrivaled knowledge and experience of the UK scene, developed over careers of more than 20 years in the ring. And as a bonus special, the United Kingdom Championship Tournament will be called by WWE lead announcer Michael Cole, who will be joined by color analyst Nigel McGuinness, a mainstay of the UK independent wrestling scene. So that's a thing.
So no existing WWE superstars from the UK would be eligible for this belt then.
Evidently not. I mean,
Why would it be too unfair if Sheamus just walked in and bro kicked everyone?
yes.
And supposedly, what I heard was that the people in the tournament are not they're not barred from competing in other UK wrestling promotions.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, because that'd be really dick.
There are some additional stars that are in that were not mentioned. The full lineup includes Joseph Connors, Roy Johnson, Jordan Devlin, Tyson T-Bone, Tucker, H.C. Dyer, Tyler Bate, Wolfgang, Pete Dunne, Trent Seven, Chris Tyler, Dan Maloney, Jack Stars, James Drake, Sam Gradwell, Ringo Ryan, Saxon Huxley, and Tiger Ali. There is a video of the press conference available on the WWE YouTube channel if you'd like to learn more.
The guy who has the name Ringo, please tell me he's going to come out to Beatles music.
That seems unlikely.
He has to have Beatles theme music.
Pretty sure that's still copyrighted. He might actually come out to it, but they won't show that.
Yeah, they won't air that music. That'll be censored on the live airing because there's no way WWE has enough money to pay for rights to the Beatles music.
It'll be like Grado, where he comes out to like a prayer. When they show it on the internet, he's not always playing that.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to stop that. All right, so that's the big one. So UK title coming soon. Will it make its way to TV? Will this be added as a belt to the SmackDown divisions to make up for the Cruiserweight being on Raw? Who knows? We'll find out. So let's move on to other news. Other things that are happening. We have another WWE superstar moving into politics. If we heard about this. Anybody hear about this? Is that a no?
No.
I don't think so.
Our good friend Booker T.
No.
Took to social media this week to announce that he will be running for mayor of Houston, Texas. My love for our city and my desire to be a positive change agent for Houston is not new. In fact, it has been a significant motivator in my life for decades, he declared. After losing my father before my first birthday and my mother at the age of 13, I was given no choice but to fight for survival. There's a much longer thing here, but I'm not going to read the whole damn thing. And choice is provided with opportunity, privileged life as a global personality for WWE, afforded the honor of acting as an ambassador for the community. Houston is my home regardless of the city, state, or country I may find myself in and around the world. I honor the bond with our community, represent Houston to the best of my ability. In the coming weeks and months ahead, I'll make additional announcements as necessary regarding my campaign and our team. Look forward to having a dialogue with the voters of Houston. I am so privileged to serve. I will fight for them as hard as I have fought for myself and my family over the last 30 years. Warm regards, Booker T. Huffman.
I can dig that.
I can dig that too. It has been said that he's been having some meetings with former congressional candidate Rhino.
Citizens of Houston, I am your new mayor, a king, a buka.
There you go.
He can't win one time though. He has to win 5 times.
Yes, he'll win 5 terms if that's allowed in Houston.
It's a Mayor Rooney.
Yes. I love it. All right, what else we got?
I have to wonder if he'd even be allowed one, given his rap sheet. Because what the fact that he has been, in fact, incarcerated kind of prevent him from even being able to run?
The fact that he's gone public and announced it means probably not, because I would assume he would have researched that first.
I don't know. This is Booker T we're talking about.
Yes, but he's not running alone. He's got people helping him. Remember this.
I also want to say that being committed of a crime barring you from public office, yeah, I'm going to go with probably not.
Well, it certainly doesn't get you fired from public office.
It does, but you could probably still come back.
Yeah, I don't know. So that was a thing. Let's go to other news. And some other news coming to store soon. You can get a hold of this. I'm going to put this image up on the screen here in a second, but I want to announce this first. You know what? I'll put the image up first. Screw it. New image. Let me copy this over here into a separate window so I can read while it's up. There we go. Okay. Let's go back over here, back this up. I'll start off with showing you the image, and then I'll read about it. Coming soon to bookstores everywhere. You can get a hold of this. I'm not joking. This is official. I give you, on behalf of our good friends, The New Day.
Oh, no.
I give you the Book of Booty.
Shake it, love it, never be it.
Exactly. By The New Day.
Okay.
As you can, let me go back over here. The new book, The Explorer, as you can see, well, maybe you can see it, but it says, and I quote, multi-time WWE Tag Team Champions. And yes, it's written that way. The New Day wants you to feel the power. And now you can with the Book of Booty. Shake it, love it, never be it. From the purveyors of positivity themselves, each chapter of this handy guide will help you embrace the New Day way of life. Even if you're feeling booty, and who has never felt booty, you'll be clapping, gyrating, and radiating positivity like the New Day themselves. Fans will learn the New Day's official definition of booty and the telltale signs that you or a loved one might be booty. The proper attire and headwear for the new you. How to twerk like a man. What your spirit animal says about you. And how to project positivity. By the time you finish this book, you'll be a rainbow-gazing, trombone-playing, unicorn-loving soldier of positivity, ready to take on nefarious WWE tag teams with a smile on your face. Pro tip, eat your bootios every morning for added strength.
You might be booty. Click on this quiz to find out.
Exactly. Because the New Day are the longest-running WWE tag champs in history. Conveniently how they already had that written before they had broken the record. Kofi Kingston, Big E, and Xavier Woods combined forces on Raw in 2014 and have had many reasons to smile ever since. They were collectively Rolling Stone Magazine's 2015 Wrestler of the Year. Whether they're popping out of Bootio cereal boxes wearing zany outfits and unicorn horns, or twerking in blue and pink while playing their trombone Francesca, they are in it to win it with positivity and style. So there you go.
I got to admit, if I was Xavier there, Big E like crouching behind me, probably a little creepy. Just like this. I'm your daddy and your uncle.
Exactly.
You're sitting there like positivity.
Yes. All right. I'm going to close
Can't
that.
even see his hands. I'm worried.
Anyway, there we go. Okay, moving along. Continuing with the news. All right, let's go with this next. We'll break this up. And I'll go with the other big thing I want to talk about last, because, oh dear God. Let's go to this week's injury report.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's start
Poor
off.
John just, poor John. John's roster just got cannibalized.
I won a battle royale though, or whatever it was.
That you're probably not going to be able to cash in on.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, so Zack Ryder suffers injury at Tuesday's SmackDown, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Ryder injured his left knee on this week's episode of SmackDown Live during the Tag Team Battle Royal. In a statement to WWE.com, Dr. Chris Robinson said Ryder may have suffered an injury to the kneecap or patella, which is hilarious because those are the same thing. Ryder will be undergoing an MRI to find out if he'll be cleared to compete in a scheduled tag team title match against the Wyatts on the 27th. Spoiler alert, he's not.
Yeah, well, that's what he means by kneecap or patella. So you can call it the kneecap or call it a patella. And what the doctor said is that they believe that Ryder's patella popped off and popped back on.
That's happened to wrestlers before. Let's see here.
He said they're going to run some tests and stuff and see just how extensive it is and see how long Ryder's going to need to rehab that.
Yep. Zack Ryder confirms he's undergoing knee surgery today in Alabama. As expected, Zack Ryder will need to undergo surgery to repair the injury he suffered this week. One half of the Hype Bros became the #1 contender to the SmackDown Tag Titles off of Battle Royal. Suffered an injury in the match, will be undergoing knee surgery in Alabama today as a result. Getting knee surgery today and missing #Rogue1. But everything happens for a reason, wrote Ryder on Twitter Thursday. I'll be back. WrestleMania 32 was just the beginning. WWE has yet to announce what will happen with the SmackDown Tag Titles and the #1 contender situation.
Yeah.
And speaking of people with lower limb injuries that are on John's roster.
Yeah. The man who got removed from any and all SmackDown live shows from now until the next pay-per-view.
Yep. AJ Styles pulled from upcoming WWE live events. Details on when he'll return. AJ Styles has been pulled from live events due to his ankle injury. The SmackDown Live champion injured his ankle in his match with Dean Ambrose at the TLC pay-per-view, has been removed from advertising for live events leading up to the December 26th show at Madison Square Garden. Styles is still currently scheduled to work that event, penciled in to defend the world title against the aforementioned Ambrose in one of the featured bouts on the card.
Well, from what I understand, they completely stiffed Ellsworth of his championship match, and I believe the #1 contender right now is Dolph Ziggler.
It is. We're going to get there. On the last SmackDown of 2016, Ziggler will be getting a title match against AJ Styles, and James Ellsworth is still owed a title match. That is confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
He has a forthcoming title match. It's just a matter of when AJ is capable of providing it.
Yeah, so poor John because so poor John because Hype Bros, no points. AJ Styles, no points. Ellsworth, less points.
Pretty much.
John's roster just got fucking cannibalized.
Kind of did.
That's the risk.
That's the risk you go. Yeah, that's what happens. Oh, by the way, I wasn't going to mention this in news. Let's talk about this for a minute, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
As a result of his positive steroid testing, the Nevada State Athletic Commission has suspended Brock Lesnar from UFC from Ultimate Fighting competition and has fined him $250,000. And the suspension is 1 year, by the way. So don't expect to see Brock Lesnar anywhere but the WWE for a while.
Fair enough.
So figure we'll mention that. And now we're going to go to the last thing I need to mention because I feel we need to talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
I know we don't normally go to this side of things, but I'm going to go there for a minute because, wow. I'm going to go over this. This next thing, again, because I didn't have the details on the other site, the following news article is provided by CageSideSeats.com. Which is a great site. Because there was a little event earlier this evening.
Okay.
Because today is Thursday. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Airing exclusively from the Hardy's compound in Cameron, North Carolina. It's Total Non-Stop Deletion. I figured we should talk about this. From not just from the compound, from the Dome of Deletion in Cameron, North Carolina, by the way. We should note that. So, I'm just going to breeze through the results real quick here, and you guys can react as you see fit. So, the opening match, they had the Don't Try This at Home opening. There was a montage using piano music supplied by Matt Hardy's wife, Rebby, formerly Rebby Sky, as you probably know her. It's played as Matt Rose Scarguard. Jeff designs his lawn, and Benjamin prepares the battlefield. They have a fake news show playing periodically throughout the night about how dangerous this is and people should evacuate. It's WCAM or WCAM TV for Cameron, North Carolina. He throws to the reporter on the scene who interviews Itchweed. And yes, Itchweed is a character. Apparently it's been recurring thus far. I do not know anything about this character.
Okay, then.
I don't either.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Okay, Itchweed is apparently an alternate persona of Jeff Hardy. That's apparently a thing.
Wow.
This
Where's
is
CM Punk when you need him?
This is a thing. He's apparently just some crazy dude. So, okay. So, he rambles nonsensically. So, we cut to the crowd in Matt's ring area.
Alternate Jeff Hardy.
Huh?
Alternate Jeff Hardy.
Yes. Alternate Jeff Hardy. It's worth noting that Matt has chosen to break out the 6-sided ring for this little event.
Oh.
They chant delete as Matt says that the state of North Carolina has shut down Cameron due to Apocalypto. He said the deities told him that if they don't win tonight, being him and Jeff, real Jeff, not alternate Jeff, the sacred land of deletion will be desecrated and they will lose it. Matt is interrupted by Rockstar Spud. Says he's not getting deleted tonight and he's sick of all this, but he's mainly sick of Matt Hardy's son taking Spud's TV time. And so he wants to be Maxwell Hardy's first match. So the show opens with Rockstar Spud versus King Maxwell in a no DQ match. For those who don't know at home, Matt Hardy and Reby Sky's son is about 2.
Wow.
It's worth noting, and I'm quoting this specifically from one of the comments on this page. It's worth noting that Rockstar Spud jobbed harder than Brock did to Goldberg. Basically, Maxwell drove down in a toy truck, and then Benjamin hit Spud with a taser. And then Maxwell pinned him. And then cut to the back, and Disco Inferno was looking on. It's worth noting that Disco Inferno already has a loss to Maxwell under his belt in a non-televised match. Yeah, this is what we're going with, people. This is why I had to talk about this. This is just the beginning. So let's keep going here. We see. It's worth noting that Lashley will be defending the TNA title against Eddie Edwards tonight. By the way. And we see them making their way to the compound. The fake news guy does some more stuff. The Rock and Roll Express pulls up to the Hardy house, and they come in. Back in the Dome of Deletion, Sienna is in the ring, wants to fight Rosemary, but apparently Rosemary's not there. According to the Josh Matthews is commentating this, by the way.
Nah.
Wow.
Along with Borash, Jeremy Borash. And they note that apparently Rosemary's been banned from the compound because she attempted to abduct Maxwell in the past. So Sienna makes herself number 1 contender, but is willing to defend it against anybody when Vanguard 1 comes out to take it.
I love the idea that if you try to abduct him, you're banned. If you wrestle him, it's fine.
Exactly.
I want to fight him in a no DQ match. The 2-year-old? Yes. Okay. I tried to take him home. Get out.
Yeah. Also, I don't have an image handy here, but it's worth noting Maxwell also had some great Hardy-inspired ring gear. So the referee tosses VG1 because he says he's not going to let the drone fight a woman. So they throw him out because they won't let him fight a woman. He says that this is BSAF and leaves. But as he's leaving, Sienna forgot about her other opponent, ODB, out of nowhere. So ODB and Sienna have a match. There's some chairs involved. Ref gets bumped. VG comes out to try to get involved. And ODB managed, while she's distracted, hits Sienna with a chair and then the silencer for the win. And then apparently after the match, ODB let VG1 motorboat her. And I quote, according to the recapper, "I am not making that up." By the way, thank you to Kyle Decker of CageSideSeats.com for recapping this for us. Thank you. CageSideSeats.com, people. Read all the news. Anyway, let's continue. After that match, The Helms dynasty rolls in. Yes, that's the Helms you're thinking of.
Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through.
Yeah, that version of him shows up later.
Oh, God.
The Helms dynasty rolls in and talks to Matt, but Matt has a premonition that someone in their presence will enter the lake of reincarnation, and it will be the most appalling thing.
The Lazarus Pit?
I don't know.
What, he employed Ra's al Ghul?
I don't know. I'm just reading what it says. Then Itchweed had a match against Chet Sterling. And it basically ends with Itchweed winning off of the what's apparently the pesticide elbow, they're calling it apparently. So that happened. Then we had an odd clip of the Hardy Clan at the zoo and some weird stuff that happened in a previous episode. Then we had the championship match, which was apparently a pretty straight up match. They went back and forth. They beat each other up. Good back and forth competition. When it gets to the end of the match, though, they beat each other up outside. And then apparently Eddie spears Lashley through the wall out of the dome. They go to commercial. When they come back, they learn that Eddie and Lashley are being attended to and the match will go all night. Which translation means there's not going to be an ending to that match tonight. But for now, it's time for the main event, the Tag Team Apocalypto match. It's a Falls Count Anywhere elimination match, by the way.
Okay, then.
So far, teams in this match include the Hardys, the Rock and Roll Express, the Helms Dynasty, and a team of Crazy Steve and Abyss. Meanwhile, Eddie and Lashley are still fighting outside.
Crazy Steve?
Crazy with 2 Z's, Steve.
So they let Batman compete.
I don't know, but anyway. So Matt gives the Rock and Roll Express to fire at the King. Helms gets his guys in the truck to get out of there, but Matt appears on the bed of the truck and fights them. Jeff makes the ref get on his bike and follow them. There's people standing at the gate trying to get in, and it looks like Decay let them in. They fight the Dynasty side of the road. Crazy Steve legit snaps the guy's neck for the pinfall. That's what it says. I'm not making this up. Rockstar Spud's waiting for his partner when a team called the Bravado Brothers roll in. Abyss and Steve continue to decimate every team coming through the gate at them, though the Bravado Brothers sneak by while they beat the hell out of all the other teams. I think Abyss crushed one of their skulls with a rock. And then finally, Rockstar Spud's big partner arrives, and it's Hornswoggle!
What?
Abyss is too stunned to even do anything.
What?
Meanwhile, Trevor Lee is able to pin Matt next to the Scars guards until the boat breaks the pin. The Helms Dynasty then beats up a boat. Jeff neutralizes Lee and Everett, and Hardy tosses Helms in the water, and it's a 3 count. Helms with Lee and Everett as the other two. They criticize as the other guy's dancing. They super kick him, apparently. The Bravado Brothers sneak up behind the Dynasty and try a roll-up, but there's a kick out. There's a volcano next to the ring, by the way.
Yeah, of course.
While fighting the Bravados, the Dynasty enter the Dome of Deletion. The Bravados enter and are ambushed by Everett and Lee. Jeff Hardy locks up with Ricky Morton from 2 separate cranes somehow. Matt gets control of Ricky's crane and continues raising him up. Meanwhile, Brother Nero goes to Swanton Robert Gibson from the crane but misses. But Matt hits him with a twist of fate for a 3 count. The Rock and Roll Express is eliminated. The Dynasty and Bravados lay each other out. Swoggle and Spud try to take advantage. Swoggle takes a chair to all the men in there. The Bravado Brothers get eliminated. As Spud is celebrating, Swoggle powerbombs him and hits a splash, allowing the Dynasty to pin him, getting his own team eliminated. Ricky Morton is still shouting for someone to let him down. Oh shit, it's Road Warrior Animal asking what he's gotten himself into. Decay waits at the gate as the James Storm arrives with a bunch of guys in DCC masks. One of the guys, the dude is the leader, Decay. The dude that was sodomized by Decay. That was apparently a thing that happened in this. Quickly laid out pin before James Storm realizes they're counting him as his partner. They come back from a break with the Hardys and Eddie fighting Lashley, and Eddie's fighting Lashley next to the volcano, which explodes. Then the Hurricane shows up, but then he seems to leave quickly. The anchor, they come back to the fake news anchor, worried he's going to die. The Helms Dynasty joined up on Decay to team up on the Hardys. In the ring, Abyss grabs Janice. Jeff's going to use a Roman candle on Abyss, but Steve Lowe blows him. VG1 comes out with fireworks of his own. Abyss and VG1 get in a fireworks battle. Abyss takes some fireworks to the face. The Dynasty has Hardy cornered, about to hit him with the shovels, but Hurricane makes the save, and he and Matt use the shovels on Lee and Everett, and then bury them. Helms Dynasty is eliminated, and I guess over. Oh, damn. Oh, shit. Matt Hardy says, and I quote, "Even the man with 3 H's will be proud of how we buried this promising young talent."
Wow.
Oh man!
The
I hope
fireworks.
took that to the doctor because that was a sick burn.
The fireworks start a fire on the grounds in the shape of a Hardy symbol. The final 2 teams, Decay and the Hardys, battle there. Abyss gets Matt in the ring and goes for Janice, while Steve and Jeff fight near the volcano. Matt has Janice, and he cuts Abyss with it. Meanwhile, Jeff hits a twist of fate onto Steve, who flies into the volcano and is shot into the ring. Matt covers him for the 3 count, Decay being eliminated, and the Hardys win. And while celebrating their win, Rebby comes out to the ring and tells Matt she's pregnant. Thus was Total Non-Stop Deletion. Holy shit.
What the fuck?
I'm watching the wrong wrestling show.
We clearly are. We're recapping the wrong show here.
That it feels like that is. I'm just gonna go on record with an assumption that that's probably more entertaining than Roadblock coming up.
Yeah, that's probably true.
What did they do?
They don't have somebody getting in a fireworks fight with a fucking drone and a boat breaking up a pin.
Yes.
What did they do? Go to the Sam Raimi School of Wrestling? Boom saws ready.
Sounds like Chikara shit here.
Yeah, right?
Full rubber Godzilla suits and shit. It's the sandwich.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh God! If this was Chikara, it'd be like, it's because anybody can show up at this. It's like all of a sudden you just hear do 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 do. Like, holy shit! It's the Power Rangers. What the fuck?
Yeah, something like that. It is
also that would have been weird if that had happened. It'd be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's worth noting there was another. Hang on, I missed one thing important here. It was noted because they were promising people were going to violate contracts to show up tonight. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
And I believe, let me see here. For the tag team thing, there was one. They mentioned one particular team that they reported seemed shocked was there. Who the hell was it? Let me scroll back in this. I missed a line here. Brass, no. Where the hell is it? No, there's Horseman. No, where the hell is it? There was a team that nobody expected to be there. Who the hell was? Let me go back up to the top here. Hang on. There's something. What the hell is it? There was something where people were like, oh my god, there's a team nobody thought would show up that showed up. Who the hell was it? Might have been the Rock and Roll Express. I've lost whatever that line is. It's gone. Whatever that moment was, I have lost it. I don't see any relevant of the shocking appearances here. So I don't know what the hell that was. I missed it. Whatever it was, I missed it. I think it was the Rock and Roll Express. So one team. They technically didn't lie. Wow. So, with that out of the way.
That sounded nuts.
Yeah. Well,
I thought I
that
had
is
decent news, but that beats mine.
What was your news?
The new Bullet Club member.
Oh yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so in NJPW they have a new member of the Bullet Club, the American Nightmare, Cody.
Yes.
Okay,
Like,
there's
that
still a
should be cool.
Bullet Club in NJPW.
Oh yeah, there's always been a Bullet Club. That's where
Yeah,
the faction is.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah, and now Cody is a
They
member.
lost half their people, and they still have the other half.
Yeah, so now they're rebuilding. So now they got Cody.
Okay then.
Why not?
Now I've got something to read you guys.
Okay, hit it up.
To see
Apparently, someone got their hands on a
Oh yeah.
copy
Go
of
ahead.
the WWE guidelines.
It should be noted, take this with a grain of salt. This was supposedly left behind at an event somewhere, but other than just being a picture of a piece of paper, there's no evidence of actual accuracy of this. So, grain of salt. Go ahead.
There's some stuff that makes sense, and then there's some stuff you're just like, yeah. So we have use of chairs, tables, or other objects must be approved first. Fair enough. We have no impromptu talent promos. Promos must be approved ahead of time by Michael Hayes or by the IE agent / producer, and talent must run the promo content by an agent / producer. An agent / producer must approve. So, in other words, no shoot promos. We have referees should not play a factor in our finishes. It is important to keep their credibility. Do not compromise the referee or put them in a compromising situation. Yeah, we see how well that works out, WWE. Yeah, right? We have... Now we're into the what the fuck WWE. I want to hear your opinion on this one, John.
Mm-hmm.
No one is to do the yay / boo stuff except John Cena. Yes, because even when he's not on TV for extended periods of time, he still has preferential treatment.
Is that why they got rid of Sandow?
I guess.
Pretty much.
We have this one, and I don't. When I read it, it's like someone says it's like the Randy Orton rule, but please make sure all talent know not to go up on the ropes during their entrances. And I guess it's apparently because if they do, Orton will be pissed or something. I'm like, what?
I don't think that's necessarily true, but okay. About Orton being pissed, not about that being a rule, I mean.
So, there's some guidelines about injuries that take place during a match. Number 1, stop the match to check on the talent. If the ref is unsure if the talent is okay, wave ringside doctor in to check on talent, all the while moving opponent to a neutral corner. Let's see. If the doctor deems the talent unable to continue, stop the match and have injured talent help to the back for medical attention and award the match to the opponent. If the talent wants to continue and the ref and doctor agree they can continue without doing further damage, then the talent should be able to get to their feet on their own and the ref can restart the match. Anytime a competitor is really hurt, the ref should go to their opponent and stand in front of them with his arms crossed, like this. This is a sign that the match has been stopped. Please pass on to talent and referee. Do not give in to talent who want to suck it up and continue the match. The talent's well-being always comes first. Never let an opponent attack their injured opponent to get heat. Yeah, that's right.
It should be specifically noted that these are only for red live events. This is rules for non-televised events.
Ah, fair enough.
That should be noted.
But yeah, that's
Yeah.
those.
Hold on. Furthermore, I have the actual full image of the sheet in front of me.
Fair enough.
If talent is opened up and you must stop the match, later in the show, if the cut is closed and the bleeding has stopped, it is okay to send the heel back out to cut a promo bragging about their victory and send the babyface to the ring, Spirit of 76, to then make a comeback and hit finish on the heel. Second note, if we do a ref bump during a match, have the ref bump to the floor and have a second referee come down and finish the match. Please do not have the ref that was bumped remain in the ring, peeking to see when he should get up and finish the match.
No, I say leave that.
Oh, that'd be great. Charles Robinson's not in the match.
Yeah.
He's like, "Can I get up yet?"
Yes. Also, it should be noted It should be noted 19 years after the fact, under the VKM notes for live events, the top thing with a ton of asterisks. After 19 years, they still have to put this at the top of the sheet.
Uh-huh.
Per our conversation with Vince, please no pile drivers. Also, if there is anything you think is questionable, contact Michael Hayes for more information. Thank you. Please do not let talent stall too much, especially during the first match. The impromptu talent promo thing. No one does the yeah boo stuff except Cena. No low blows. Also, any use of chairs, tables must be approved first. Also, agents need to approve heels taking a walk during their matches and limit to the top matches only.
Okay.
And then you covered everything else. So there you go.
Yeah, so
Also
interesting
relevant
stuff.
Also, this is left from an event on Sunday the 11th in Lowell, Massachusetts, at 7:30, and also one in White Plains, New York, that was at 7. So apparently there were 2 going on that night. Producers were Jamie Noble and Devon. Referees Rod Zapata and Sean Bennett. Ring announcer was Byron Saxton. Ellie producer was Matt Harshon. Production manager La Bossy, and marketing rep John Versario for Saturday and John Porco for Sunday.
Okay then.
Yeah. Oh, I see. It was Saturday the 10th. So the Saturday one was in Lowell, Massachusetts. The Sunday one was in White Plains, New York. Which, if I hadn't been really lazy, I probably could have gone to. But
Then you could have had that sheet of paper in your hands.
potentially. And the funny thing is, we know who's getting fired for this too.
Oh.
Because you can, in the full image of the sheet that you can see written in the top right corner in pencil is the word Jamie.
Oh, dude. You ain't getting no double wide.
I got kids.
Yes.
Oh, dude.
Okay, well, we've gone way. We've still got like 4 shows that we got to 4 shows we got to score. So let's do this.
Indeed.
Let's go ahead and get into the thing that we do finally. See if we can get through it quickly. Let me go over let's go to the documents. See what's going on.
Indeed.
Begin the screen share. Go over here, you piece of junk. Present to everybody. Bring this up. Let's go over to the scores from over here. So last we checked, Team Hug Life was in the lead at 1,655 points. In second place with 1,393 was the KO Show, and trailing in third is still Certified Lunatic.
Mm-hmm.
If we go over to, of course, the leaderboards, way out in front in first place is still Rich Swann, the Cruiserweight Champion, with 273 points. The Intercontinental Champion, The Miz, still in second at 194, 300 points ahead of the current World Champion for SmackDown, AJ Styles. Sasha Banks, the Raw Women's Champion, holding in fourth at 154, just beating out by 1 point Randy Orton, 1/2 of the SmackDown Tag Champs. I should say 1/3 of the SmackDown Tag Champs. Alexa Bliss, the SmackDown Women's Champion, coming in at 149 in the 6th position. The Universal Champion, Kevin Owens, comes in at 7th, followed by another member of the SmackDown Tag Champs, Bray Wyatt, at 8th. Or 9th, rather. And, 8th. Chad Gable of the American Alpha coming in at 9th. And Dean Ambrose rounding out the top 10 at 123.
Fair enough.
So that's where we are. I'm going to put this back into alphabetical order for the evening, and we're going to see where this goes. Sound good? Okay. This is a note because it was brought up earlier. Drafting of UK stars and appropriation of that title will be determined on whether that thing becomes an actual regular main roster thing.
Indeed.
We'll get there. Let's go over to Monday Night Raw for the shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
And there are shenanigans. There are many shenanigans.
Not as much as Total Non-Stop Deletion.
No, there will not be that many shenanigans, but there will be shenanigans nonetheless.
I want to watch that match now.
I know.
Maybe that should have just been called Total Non-Stop Shenanigans.
Ha!
What's the next one?
Yeah. That's the sequel. So, this week's episode of Raw airs live from the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Expect EC Dub chants. Surprisingly, no Paul Heyman.
Paulrus finds a way.
Yep, but this is the go-home pay-per-view for Roadblock, end of the line, this Sunday.
You mean the go home Raw?
That's what I said. The go-home Raw for Roadblock this Sunday. Which is what I said.
You said the go home pay per view.
Okay, they go, whatever. We open up with the tag team title match. Playa.
The first one.
Yes, the first of two. We'll get to the other one later. But the New Day defends their title in a triple threat tag team match against Gallows and Anderson of the Club and Sheamus and Cesaro. The New Day open it up with a promo first, and Xavier dedicates the match to his late grandmother. The New Day get the upper hand over Sheamus early on. Series of double team moves from Biggie and Kofi. Cesaro gets a tag, and they go back and forth with Kofi. Gallows gets a tag from Cesaro, drops Kofi with a boot. Sheamus tags in and works on Gallows, hitting the 12 beats the Bodhrán. Cesaro tags in and cleans house, hitting signature offense on everybody. Sheamus tags back in, and him and Cesaro set Anderson up for a bro kick, but then Kofi, Trouble in Paradise to Sheamus out of nowhere, and retains the titles. So the New Day have themselves a tag team title victory. And 2 tag title victories from the New Day is what is going to save John this week, for those of you at home who were wondering. A New Day. So, by my scores here, let's do this. So, a lot of people didn't hit anything in this match from what I've read here. So, we're going to go with the following. We'll go with the losers first.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is a standard Raw match. There's going to be 5 points for competing in this match. So, 5 points are going to go to Carl Anderson.
Isn't it a tag team triple threat?
It is.
Oh, triple threat isn't specialty or whatever it is.
I guess, I don't know. I guess this will be a specialty match. What do you think, Jeff?
Yep.
Okay. So in that case, 5 points plus another 5 for competing in a or no, is it 3? I think it's 3 for competing in a specialty match. Hang on. Yeah, 3 for competing in a specialty match. Okay. So in that case, no, wrong window. There we go. So 5 and 3 is going to put him at 53 points. And we're going to give the same 8 points to Luke Gallows, who also hit 1 big boot. So he's going to get 9 points. 9.
Woo.
Which is going to put him at 55 points.
Poor club. They're such jobbers.
They are.
Welcome home to America, jobbers.
Yep. Actually, as I'm remembering this, one of the shenanigans I saw from the New Day was actually an old thing that I saw that I didn't know about. So.
Oh. Fair enough.
And there was over back on the I missed this this particular scene back on the Halloween episode of Monday Night Raw earlier this year. I somehow missed this from that episode. I'm sure you guys probably did too. Let me just throw this up on the big screen. I'm going to throw this up on the big screen real quick. Let me jump over here. Because I didn't know, I saw this and I thought, oh, this is the New Day, as you can see here, dressed up as the 3 forms of the Godfather.
I did notice that, yeah.
That's Kofi as the Godfather, Xavier as Papa Shango, and Biggie as Godfather in the Nation of Domination.
Thank goodness there's no good father.
Yep. But enough of that. Let's go back to the thing. We'll get rid of that. All right, moving back on to Raw. We cut to the back where the New Day arrive for their celebration party for becoming the longest reigning WWE Tag Team Champions of all time. And there's all kinds of superstars back there. There's brightly colored party decorations. Biggie has a giant bowl of Booty-O's. It's about this big. You can't see me because I don't have a camera up, but it's huge. All kinds of good stuff. They're partying, and Xavier pops open a bottle of champagne.
Yeah, it's like a giant punch bowl, John.
Yeah.
Complete with ladle, like Big E is eating Booty-O's with a ladle.
Yes. Yes.
Because Big E.
Yeah, and Xavier pops open the champagne in celebration, and as an unfortunate misdirection, it sprays it all over Stephanie. She's not happy.
Hence, match number 2.
And she freaks out, flips over the giant bowl of Booty-O's onto Big E, and then leaves. And after the break, we come back seeing her drying off backstage when Kevin Owens approaches her and says that he has an idea for her that she might like. Oh, by the way, I should probably finish giving points for the match. I only gave points to some people. I got distracted talking about the New Day. Went to their promo before we were ready for it.
The New Day.
So, Sheamus and Cesaro each hit 2 moves in this match. So, they will each receive 10 points in total. Cesaro at 36. And Sheamus down here. Sheamus down here at 38. All right, and then the New Day. Kofi and Big E were competing in this match. So Xavier will get some accompaniment to ring points. Just 5. And I'll also throw him points for the promo. And I'll give it to the other 2 as well. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points for Xavier. Which will put to 55, puts him to 65. And then we're going to go to the people in the match. Let's go up to Kofi. Kofi had 1 move, and that was the Trouble in Paradise that won the match. So we'll get back to him in a minute. Big E did not have any moves. So Big E is going to get 5 points for competing in the match. 15 for being on the winning team is 20 points. He is going to get himself, let's see, that's 20 points for the win and the competing. He's going to get 3 for competing in a specialty match, which is going to put him up to 23 points. And a tag title retention is an additional 15, which is 33 and 5 is 38 points. Big E, which puts him at 90, puts him 90 at 100. How many did I say? 23 or 33?
33.
33. So, and then 30 will be 90 will be 100. So 120 points. Big E. Kofi. Oh, and 8 point. By the way, 8 points to Big E for the pre-match promo. By the way, that's another 8. And Kofi is going to get himself, let's see, 20 points for winning a match, plus 15 for a tag title retention is 35. 5 for competing is 40. 3 for being a specialty match is 43. 10 for winning a specialty match is 53. And his 1 move is 54. So 54 points, Kofi. Which the 4 will put him to 61, 71, 91. Puts him up to 101. Okay.
Did you give Xavier Woods points?
Yep. And by the way, promo points also to Kofi, so that puts him up to 109, actually. All right. And Xavier Woods has his points already.
Okay, cool.
Remind me, does Xavier get title retention points?
No.
I can't remember. I can't remember.
He
No,
didn't
okay.
compete.
Right.
No,
Fair
it's just
enough.
the 2 competitors.
Okay. So then we had the promo backstage involving the New Day and a bunch of people in the background that I'm not giving points to. So the New Day members and Kevin Owens, who approached Stephanie, will all receive. Well, Kevin Owens is going to get mini promo points because he just talked to her for a minute. So that's going to be mini promo points KO. So that's going to put 145. And then the New Day are going to get additional promo points. I'll give them mini promo points because they didn't really say anything. They were just partying generically. So I'm going to give mini promo points.
Mm-hmm.
So Big E's going to get put up to 131. And Kofi to 111. And Xavier is going to go up to 68. Okay. Moving along in the program. We go to the ring where Braun Strowman squashes Curtis Axel.
Yay?
He tosses him around, hits a running splash in the corner, clubbing blow to the chest, and then puts him in the torture rack. Axel fights out and goes for a missile dropkick, but Strowman clotheslines him out of the air. Then follows up with his reverse choke slam for the win. Although this guy calls it a wheelbarrow facebuster for some reason, but I'm pretty sure that's the same move. After the match, Byron Saxton gets in the ring to interview Braun Strowman, and Braun gets in his face. Byron asks him, what about Sami Zayn's challenge? And Braun says Foley is protecting Zayn, and says that Sami Zayn can't last 2 minutes in the ring with him, nor can anyone else. So Curtis Axel gets 5 thank you for coming points. Curtis Axel, here we go. Well, first points for Curtis Axel. Yay, points for me. And then Braun Strowman is going to get 20 for winning, 5 for competing is 25, and 1 for that finish is 26 points. And yeah, another one, too. So 27 points, Braun Strowman.
Promo points.
Yeah, and 8 points in the promo. So 27 plus another 8 is, let's say, 35. 35 is 65, and another 6 is 71 points, Braun Strowman. Okay.
Yay.
We then cut to the back where Sami Zayn approaches Mick Foley backstage and demands that Foley give him his match against Braun Strowman. Foley says he can't because of how their last match went and says Strowman would end Sami's career. And Sami says to Foley, well, if you won't give me the opportunities I deserve here on Raw, maybe I don't need Raw anymore. And Mick Foley says, I respect that, Sami Zayn, and out of respect to that, I'll call Daniel Bryan and maybe we can work out a trade. Dun, dun, dun. So, promo points, Sami Zayn. Sorry, yes, John?
He gonna jump ship.
47. All right. So now
really, Mick Foley is going to flex his heel muscles here because, what he says to Sami Zayn later in the night, you're just like, dude, Foley, really?
Yes, really. So, meanwhile, in the ring, it's time for a cruiserweight match in which Arya Daivari is going to take on Lince Dorado. Unfortunately, it's not much of a match because we open up the match with Daivari in control. But after about 2 minutes, Jack Gallagher's music hits. He makes his way to the ring, interrupting. He grabs a microphone, calls Daivari a scoundrel, and then beats him up. They brawl around ringside and then roll into the ring where Gallagher dropkicks Daivari back outside and Daivari retreats, resulting in Daivari winning this match by disqualification. So Lince Dorado gets 5 thank you for showing up points. Better luck on 205.
Yeah, that's not happening. I just got completely shafted in the cruiserweight division.
Oh yeah, you got shafted. I'm the guy stuck with Drew Gulak.
You have Gallagher. You have the cruiserweight golden boy. You have Gallagher.
The cruiserweight golden boy is Rich Swann. Where the fuck have you been?
Well, he's the new golden boy because Gallagher's the one that's been getting all the fucking exposure.
Yeah.
Dude, he was at the goddamn tribute to the troops.
Yeah. We're gonna get there.
So a Swan, but still.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, yeah, Gallagher's definitely the new golden boy of the cruiserweight division.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Be calm. You have the former cruiserweight champion. Shut up.
Who's doing fuck all and make no appearances.
He's on 205 Live every fucking week.
Yeah, barely getting any points.
Well, he's getting some points this week, so be happy. In fact, we're going to get there in just a minute. Daivari opens the match because, right, so that happened. So let's see here. So Arya Daivari gets... now what's the rule about an unintentional DQ? Again, we changed the rules. Let's see. An unintentional DQ win gets no points. So sorry, you get no points, Davari. Sucks to be you. And however, I will give you points for you and Gallagher having an out of match assault. So you will each get 4 points for that. So Arya Davari. Move to 57, and Jack Gallagher is down here. Where the frick is he? Here we go. And that's, what did I say, 4? So that's going to put him up to 71. All right, so after this happens, we cut backstage and we see Seth Rollins. Okay, that's new. Rollins has a talk show now.
Okay.
And we see Rollins getting ready to come out and host the Rollins Report.
Okay, then.
So we go to commercial and we come back to Seth Rollins coming out to host the Rollins Report, introducing his guest, Kevin Owens.
I feel like he should have a suit for the Rollins Report, but I doubt he does.
I don't think so. Let's see.
He should have a Cesaro suit that he can rip off at any time so he can beat people up.
No, he actually does have a suit. He's not wearing a tie, but he's wearing a black suit with a black shirt underneath it.
Oh, okay.
So he did come. He did actually. There's actually. Here, I'll let me give me 1 sec here. This let me switch over the screen share. 1 sec. Stop. Where am I? Hi.
You're right there.
Here. There's actually. This is the official Rollins Report logo.
Nice.
He has a tie in that one. He's not wearing a tie in the image from Raw.
So he's wearing that without the tie and on Raw.
Pretty much.
Fair enough.
Me again. Going over to this again. And all right, so time for the Rollins Report with special guest Kevin Owens, who comes out to the stage for a moment, then pauses and walks back behind the curtain, and then comes back out with a stool which he places on the stage and decides to stay right there.
Yeah.
Owens says the only reason he came out is because he has an announcement to make. And Rollins keeps interrupting him, asking how his friendship with Jericho is doing. And Owens says Jericho will have his match on Sunday. Jericho will have his back in the match on Sunday against Reigns, and he'll have Jericho's back in the match against Rollins. He also announces that after talking to Stephanie McMahon, she has decided to put the New Day in another tag title match tonight against the team of Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho. Jericho then comes out next to interrupt, and after some brief words, Jericho and Owens hit the ring and start beating up Seth Rollins. Roman Reigns comes down and makes the save and joins Rollins in beating up Jericho and Owens.
Okay.
So promo points to Owens and Rollins, and I guess Jericho.
Did Jericho really say anything, or did he just come down to beat Rollins up?
I don't know. Jericho comes out next to interrupt. After some brief words, Jericho and Owens hit the ring and start beating down Rollins. So I'm assuming there were words exchanged. But it might have just been him and Owens arguing with each other on the stage for a minute. So I don't know.
And speaking of Kevin Owens, that reminds me of another piece of news that we've got involving Kevin Owens.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. I know what you're going to talk about.
Apparently, some mother wants to sue Kevin Owens and the WWE for emotional distress to her 7-year-old son because Kevin Owens decided to, be a heel to the son at a live event. Wow. And you're just like, oh, wow, okay, wow. Apparently, the kid was wearing a Roman Reigns t-shirt, and Owens saw that and he was like, why don't you go out to the WWE shop stand and buy yourself a Kevin Owens t-shirt? On second thought, don't buy yourself a Kevin Owens t-shirt because I don't want you wearing my shirt at all. And so apparently she wrote this long ass like essay length letter to WWE stuff, like basically bitching at them and stuff. And said, oh, I'm gonna sue Kevin Owens. I want to sue you. Blah blah blah. And apparently, Kevin Owens decided to actually respond to that on Twitter, even though WWE has not responded. And he was like, basically saying, he basically said something to the effect of, so what you're saying is your kid has emotional distress. No, you just want to see if you can get free shit by bitching, pissing, and moaning. So yeah, that's apparently a thing.
Pretty much. That is a
So
thing.
we'll see if that goes anywhere.
Yes. So as we were saying, let's see. So I got points to Kevin Owens there, and then I'm gonna give some. I'll give mini promo points to Jericho. 7 promo points to Seth Rollins.
And assault points all around.
Yep. So 8. So that's gonna put him up at 67. 7. And Roman Reigns just made an appearance for an assault, so Roman Reigns will get 4 points. Puts him up to 103. And then 4 extra points to Seth Rollins for the assault is going to put him up at 71. And then extra points to, where's KO? KO. Going to put him up at 149. And then Jericho. Going to put him up at 81. Let's jump back over to there. Yeah, there we go. So as we continue through the program, it's time for another cruiserweight match playa. And you can now shut the hell up, Jeff, because Brian Kendrick defeated TJ Perkins.
Okay, then.
Kendrick took control early on. Perkins came back with a clothesline and a springboard. Had a series of kicks, but Kendrick caught Perkins with a boot and a suplex. Perkins got Kendrick in a knee bar, but Kendrick got to the ropes, reversed it, threw Perkins into the ring post, and then sliced bread the hell out of him.
Okay, then.
So, by my calculations, that is, let's see. Let's see. Perkins got 1 point on that. Kendrick got 1 point plus an evasion by escaping the knee bar. So we'll do Perkins first. So Perkins gets 5 for competing and 1 for the knee bar. So 6 points, TJ Perkins. That puts him at an even 50. The Brian Kendrick gets 20 points for winning the match. Or is he up here? Where the hell is he? Here we go. So he gets 20 for winning the match. 5 for competing is 25. He has 4 points, which is 29 for Brian Kendrick. 78. Puts him at 87. Okay. So there. Then we move on to our next match. Bayley squashes Alicia in 5 seconds.
Okay, then.
Dominating the opening moments, Alicia came back with a kick to the head and a couple of suplexes, but Bayley to bellied her out of nowhere and took the win. We're still pushing this storyline of Alicia thinks that Bayley was hitting on her man. That being cruiserweight Cedric Alexander. So Alicia gets 5 thank you for showing up points.
But doesn't Bayley have a man?
She does.
She does, but
man.
not in K-Fob.
They're gonna. This is gonna culminate with a special appearance on WrestleMania from Springer, Jerry Springer.
It's gonna be on Too Hot for WWE. And then let's see, Bayley is gonna get 25 and 26 with the Bayley to Bayley, so 26 standard points to Bayley for a match win. Put her at 60, put her at 80 points even. Moving along. We then had Lana come out to the ring and introduce her husband, the only man that can have her, Rusev.
In all his bearded glory.
Indeed. The only man, and as Enzo Amore learned last week, the only man who can have me, Rusev. Oh, and your truest American hero, by the way. So Lana and Rusev tell the children to close their eyes because they're going to show them what Rusev and Lana do behind closed doors. Specifically behind the closed doors after they beat up Enzo last week. Then they show the footage of them beating up Enzo and then laugh at the audience for thinking they were going to show them anything more. They continue cutting the promo on Enzo being a loser and getting beat up and left in a hallway. But they are interrupted by Big Cass.
Well, it's the Big Cass.
Pretty much. Pretty much. So Big Cass comes out.
And
I'm getting there. I know. No, you're getting that confused with last week's opening match, John.
It's true.
Which, by the way, set a new record for how long Big Show can stay in one alignment before switching. Anyway, so Big Cass comes out and basically says, you beat up Enzo, yada yada, but you're overlooking, a few things here. Number one, we're not in a hotel right now. Number two, he pulls his shirt aside and looks down. I got my pants on. He was wearing trunks, which made that funnier. And number three, I'm not Enzo. So Cass got in the ring, and he and Rusev beat each other up for a couple of minutes, and then Rusev ran away.
Of course he did.
Indeed. So promo points, Lana and Rusev and Cass, and also assault points, Rusev and Cass. So we'll do Lana first. So Lana's going to get herself 8 promo points for that. Puts her at 34. And then Rusev is closer. So we'll do Rusev. It's going to get 8 promo points. Plus 4 assault points is 12 points. Puts him at 57. And Big Cass is going to get 8 promo points. Plus the 4 is going to be 12 for him. Which is going to put him at 53. Okay.
Fair enough.
We cut to the back and we see Owens and Jericho preparing for their tag team title match.
Playa.
Then we cut to the ring where Sami Zayn has what the commentators point out could well be his very last match on Monday Night Raw.
Artificial drama.
As opposed to...
Yeah. Who is he facing?
He's facing Jinder Mahal.
Fun.
Indeed. So Sami pretty much beats him up pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
T-bones him in the corner and hits the Helluva kick for a win.
2 points to me.
Yes. So we'll do that first. So Jinder Mahal gets 5 thank you for showing up points.
Thank you, don't come again.
Pretty much. He's on your team, though.
Who, Jinder?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know I had him. Okay.
Yeah,
You have
don't
Jinder.
hinder Jinder.
Exactly.
Hey, extra points to me. I'll take it.
Yes. Don't make him go hang out with Arya Davari. by way of Iran. And then Sami Zayn is going to get himself 25 for the win, and 2 moves is 27 points to Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn. So what did I just say? 27. So 40, 50 is 67, and another 7 is 74 for Sami Zayn. All right. So following this match, Mick Foley comes out to the ring and tells Sami that I got off the phone with Daniel Bryan, and we will be trading you to SmackDown. We just need you to sign the paperwork I have here in my hand. Now, Sami, I just want to ask, is this really what you want? No, you know what I want, Mick. So I'm going to ask one last time. Give me Braun Strowman. Sami, I'm not giving you Braun Strowman. All right, then I'll sign the paperwork. But, Sami, before you sign this, aren't you curious who we traded you for? Well, let me tell you that Daniel Bryan and I talked, and based on your value as a superstar, he and I agreed on a 1-for-1 trade of you for Eva Marie.
Wow.
Now you know why I said he was flexing his heel muscles, because holy shit, Mick. Yeah.
Wow.
So Sami Zayn gets, of course, very mad at this. And I said, I'm worth 1,000 Eva Maries. How dare you? And starts screaming in Foley's face. Excuse me.
I'm pretty sure he wasn't the only one mad at this.
Well, he starts screaming in Foley's face and pushing Foley backward against the ropes and shit, yelling at him about how could he do this. And Foley starts getting back in his face. Are you angry about that? Are you pissed off? You know, how do you feel about that? You know, is it, no, is that what you want? No, then what do you want? I want Braun Strowman. Tell me what you want. I want Braun Strowman. Tell me what you want. I want Braun Strowman. Good. Because Sammy, and he opens the folder and reveals a blank sheet of paper. There was never any trade to SmackDown. I needed to, you see, like you said, and he screamed this at Foley too, there were years when people told me that I couldn't do things. People told me to just give up. People told me to move on. And you know what? I didn't do it. But if I wanted you to be able to move this way, I needed to know that you could go to that dark place that I went. You could go to that dark side of your personality to do things you didn't think you were capable of. To do horrible things. So I want you to take that anger you just felt. I want you to take that dark place, bottle it up, so you can use it this Sunday in Roadblock against Braun Strowman.
Sami Zayn, the new Cactus Jack. Bang, bang.
Pretty much. And so Sammy stays on Raw, and he will fight Braun Strowman at the Roadblock. So Sami Zayn gets promo points.
Can he get assault points for pushing Mick up against the ropes?
No. Good try, though.
Hmm.
And then we're going to move on to our main event for the evening. It should be noted they skipped over the portion of the promo where it was mentioned, but there was a moment earlier where it turns out that Seth Rollins went to Stephanie, or went to Mick Foley rather, and Mick Foley added the team of Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns to the main event, making it another triple threat tag team match player.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
So all kinds of points,
Apocalyptica.
John. Yeah. So all kinds of points to John for the night.
Yes.
You just completely decimated us, dude.
Indeed. Big E and Xavier.
I need the buffer, though.
Yeah, that's true. Big E and Xavier will be competing in this match. Kofi's getting the rest of the evening off.
Yes, because it must have been so strenuous hitting one fucking kick.
It must have been. So, the tag team titles are, of course, on the line. Xavier starts off with Rollins. They have back and forth action. Jericho and Big E get tagged. Jericho takes control, training some boots, and then chokes Big E on the lower rope. Owens tags in, tries for a Samoan drop, but Big E moves out of the way and takes both men down with a big double clothesline. Owens and Jericho go for a double superplex on the top of Big E, but Rollins interrupts it. Reigns and Big E then, not on Big E, they go for that on Xavier. Again, horrible recapper. But basically, Owens and Jericho jump up on the rope, and they attempt to do a suplex to Xavier and Rollins, who are on the top rope. As Owens and Jericho try to suplex them both off the top simultaneously, when Reigns and Big E run underneath Owens and Jericho, and they proceed to do a big six-man superplex off the rope, which actually looked kind of cool.
I believe Big E did a power bomb.
Okay, fair enough. Maybe him and Roman must have both done power bombs then. My bad.
I think Roman did the superplex.
That would have been weird, though, but okay.
I don't know. Because I think Roman was facing them. Big E turned around and did a power bomb.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong about Roman.
Perhaps. Anyway, after the dust settled, Owens and Xavier were left in the ring fighting it out. Owens missed a set and drop, and Big E got a hot tag. Jericho came in, and Big E hits a series of belly-to-belly suplexes on him. Rollins then tagged himself in, clothesline Jericho, hit some suicide dives. Knee Jericho in the face, tagged Reigns in. Reigns powerbombed Jericho for a 2 count. Xavier tags in, kicks Reigns in the head. A lot of more back and forth action. Jericho manages to... Owens runs in and Rollins and super kicked him. Rollins went up top, but Jericho managed to knock him down, and Owens cannonballed him. Jericho then tagged himself in and hit a lion salt on Xavier for a 2. He then put Xavier in the walls, but Xavier powered out. Owens ran in and super kicked him. Woods got launched. Then Owens launches Wood through the air so Jericho can hit the code breaker, their double team move there. That gets a 2 count. Because Rollins pushed Owens into the pinfall to break it up, which pissed Jericho off, who thought Owens broke it up on purpose. They begin arguing. Rollins attacked them from behind, pedigreed Jericho. Big E pulled Rollins outside then, and Xavier rolled in and jumped on Jericho for the pinfall. So the New Day do once again retain their WWE Tag Team titles, and they will break the record for the longest Tag Team title reign. Meanwhile, after the match, Jericho and Owens continue yelling at each other. Jericho says that they're done, and he leaves. And then he says, oh, by the way, Kevin, you probably don't want to turn around. And Kevin then turns around and is promptly speared by Roman Reigns. So, calculations
Are thus.
So we'll do all the losers first. So Owens and Jericho each had 3 moves in that match. So they're each going to get themselves 5 points for competing. 3 for the moves is 8. And then competing in a specialty match is going to put them at 11. And competing in the main event is going to put them at, let's see, main event competition is another 4. So it's going to be 15 points each for Owens and Jericho.
Alrighty.
59 and 164. And Jericho, that'd be 91, 96. Okay. Then we have Reigns and Rollins. Let's see, Roman Reigns had 2 moves. So Roman Reigns is going to get 5 for competing. 4 for is 9 for the main event, and 3 for the specialty is going to put him up at 12. And his 2 moves are going to put him at 14 points for Roman Reigns.
Alrighty.
Just going to put him at 117. And then Seth Rollins had 6 moves. So he's going to get 5 for competing. 6 for the moves is 11. 3 for the specialty puts him up at 14. And then 4 for the main event is 18 points, Seth Rollins. He's going to put him up at 89.
All right.
And finally, our victors for the evening. Big E had 2 moves. So he gets 15 for being on the winning team. 5 for competing is 20. He's going to get 3 for being in a specialty match is 23. 2 for the moves is 25. And 4 for being in the main event is 29, because we only award the win points to the actual pinfall getter, right?
Right.
Yeah, so 29 points, Big E. And it is 30 is going to be 160. And then Xavier Woods, our big winner for the evening, is going to get himself 20 points for winning. He's going to get himself another 10 for winning a specialty match is 30. 5 for competing is 35. Competing in a specialty match is 38. Competing in the main event is 42. Winning the main event is 47. And Xavier had a move and 3 evasions, which is another 4 moves, which is going to put Xavier Woods' total at 51 points for that match.
Damn.
Which is going to put him at a total of 92 points.
Damn.
Wow.
Wait, no, shit. Hang on, wrong person. I gave those to Zack Ryder. That was the wrong person.
That's okay.
It's still your team. It doesn't matter, John.
I know.
Anyway, so that's a 60. It was 69, 99, 99, 109, 119 for Xavier. Sorry. There we go.
I would also say Biggie and Roman should get OMG points for the 6-man pileup they did.
Okay, I'm good for that. So that's another 5 would be, let's see, 122 for Roman. And that's going to put Big E, where is he over here, at another, what was 5? So 165 then. Okay. So let's go look at the scores post-Raw. Over here, we got Raw, 12, 12, 16. There we go. And the scores are thus. Let's take a look. At 16:55, Team Hug Life still in the lead, followed by 1390. Oh, wait, I need to refresh it and update it. Ha. Why don't we do that first? Where's the freaking refresh all? There we go. So, still in the lead, 1936 for Hug Life, 1584 for the KO show, and 1090 for the Certified Lunatic.
Wow, he went up almost 400. God damn.
I went up 40.
Thank you, New Day.
God damn.
1584 and 1936. Boom. Alrighty.
The last hurrah before they lose the belt.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but don't you have the team that they're going to drop it to?
In theory?
Because don't you have Cesaro?
Oh, no, I don't.
Who has Cesaro? Do I have Cesaro? I didn't think I took him. Jim, pay attention.
I am. I'm checking. Hang on. Let's see.
Cesaro.
No, you do have them, John.
Oh, okay.
And he has the club. So, yeah, basically the entire tag division is his.
On this show.
Yep.
Well, he's got to make up for it. He got screwed out of the SmackDown tag division.
That'll teach you to take American Alpha.
Yeah, I have regret taking him now because they're promptly fucking buried.
Yep.
I expect them to actually get pushed, but no.
Do I actually have Sheamus? I didn't know I had both of them. Or I forgot.
Well, they come as a team.
Oh, no, you have... No, they were solos. You have Sheamus, Jeff.
Oh, I do?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were separate like Orton and Wyatt.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
They're like officially a team now, so...
Well,
Yeah.
they're split, so get used to it.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, we thought they were going to.
And then they didn't.
That means I'm going to be getting a lot of the points from those matches because Sheamus is the one that wins most of those matches, so...
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right, so let's move on to the SmackDown. Let me bring up my SmackDown results. Paste and go. All right. So SmackDown is emanating from the Verizon Center in Washington, D.C.
Okay.
All right. So SmackDown opens up with Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan backstage watching a replay of last week's main event. Ellsworth walks in on screen sneezing and coughing, and basically McMahon and Bryan inform him that he can't compete in his current condition, as he can't stop sneezing and blowing his nose, so he will not be competing against AJ Styles for the world title tonight. Sad face. Sorry, John.
It's all AJ's fault.
So we cut to the ring where Miz and Maurice are for the Miz TV.
You give Ellsworth his points.
Oh, I guess. Let me go back over
Come
here.
on, we're screwing John out of all his fucking SmackDown points. You might as well give him the promo points.
All right. And 94 for James Ellsworth.
Not that he needs it after he got like 200 points off the fucking New Day, but...
Yeah. Anyway, Miz and Maurice are in the ring. And they welcome their guest for Miz TV, AJ Styles.
Ankle Styles.
Huh. So AJ says that sooner or later, he's finally going to destroy Ellsworth in the middle of the ring. Miz makes the point that he's beaten people who have in turn beaten AJ, which means he's better than AJ. The two of them proceed to get in each other's faces until Dean Ambrose interrupts. Dolph Ziggler interrupts after that, and a brawl breaks out between the four. AJ rolls out of the ring and gets away before too much hurts him, and Ambrose cleans house and hits a dirty deeds on Miz and Ziggler respectively. But then the Wyatt family kicks on, and Luke Harper appears in the ring and attacks Ambrose from behind, and then stares down AJ.
Really? They're going to push Harper as the main eventer? What the fuck?
It doesn't last very long. But in the meantime, we have promo points for Miz and Maurice. $30. And the Miz is down here. Where the shit's the Miz? Here, Miz. Here we go.
Here, Miz.
Okay. And that's 8, which is going to put him at 202 for the Miz. Okay.
Yeah. And AJ gets promo points.
And AJ does get promo points. So
Because he can't get any other points because he's injured.
put him at 162. Okay. And then Dean Ambrose and Dolph Ziggler interrupt, and presumably they cut a promo on their way to the ring. I cannot verify this, but I'm going to make the assumption. So I'm going to give them promo points as well. So 8. And let's see, that's to 7. So that would be 35 for Dolph Ziggler, and Dean Ambrose will get, let's see, 8 is 31. So 131. Then there was out-of-match assault points all around. I'm not going to give them to AJ because he basically rolled right out of the ring and wasn't involved in the fighting because of injury. So Dean is going to get 4 more points. That's 5. Dolph is going to get 4 more points. That's going to put him at 39. And then, yeah. Who else is out here? The Miz, going to get 4 points. I'll put him at 206. And Luke Harper is going to get assault points. Where's Luke Harper? Yep. Put him at 23. Okay. So, we cut to the back, and AJ approaches Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon and demands protection because all these people are coming after him. Bryan and McMahon say that there's going to be a fatal 4-way match tonight in the main event between Miz, Ziggler, Ambrose, and Harper to determine who is going to face AJ for the the WWE World Championship on the last SmackDown of 2016. Which, for those of you who don't have a calendar in front of you, would be on Tuesday the 27th.
Fair enough.
That would be in 2 weeks' time from the time of this show airing. So go to the ring where Carmella has a match against Natalya.
So they're hoping AJ Styles will be healed up by then.
That is the idea. So, Nikki Bella's on commentary for this match, so commentary points to Nikki. Oh, AJ should get some extra promo points, by the way.
No.
Because he was in the back talking to Daniel Bryan and Shane, so mini promo, 165.
Fair enough.
And so, Nikki Bella's going to get some commentary points for being on commentary. So that's 5 points to Nikki. Nikki Bella. Okay. So, and before the match, Natalya tries to convince Nikki that she wasn't the mystery attacker at Survivor Series. After a couple minutes of competitive action in the ring, things go to the outside. Natalya tries to convince Nikki again she's an attacker. When Carmella tries to clothesline Nikki from behind, Natalya shoves Nikki out of the way for the save. Back in the ring, Carmella rolls Natalya up in a small package for the win. So there were no moves in this match.
Joy.
Indeed. So Natalia gets 5. Thank you for showing up points. Puts her at 32. Carmella gets 20 for winning, 5 for competing is 25 points, Carmella. It's 54, 64, 69 points for Carmella. So following this, we cut to the back where our this evening's special guest, Gabriel Iglesias, is there.
Fluffy!
Fluffy! I love it. So Fluffy is there, and he's talking to Apollo Crews. But Maurice interrupts and begins insulting Gabriel. The Miz comes in and trades insults with Gabriel and Crews, but he loses the war of words and walks away. So promo points to Apollo Crews, Maurice, and The Miz.
Fair enough.
1 and The Miz. Let's do Maurice first. Okay. Let me cut to the ring for the tag team clusterfuck match. Better known as a tag team battle royal. And in this battle royal, both members of a team must be eliminated for the team to be eliminated.
Okay.
And this is an over-the-top rope battle royal. Included in this match are our American Alpha, the Hype Bros, the Vaudevillains, Slater and Rhino, the Ascension, and Breezango. So, I've got to calculate some elimination points here. We'll go in order.
Have fun.
Yeah. If we can figure out who eliminated who here.
Mm-hmm.
Simon Gotch gets eliminated first.
Of course he does.
But both members need to be eliminated separately. After some slow action in the opening minutes, Victor, Chad Gable, and Rhino get eliminated in quick succession. It's not telling me who eliminated these people, so. Rhino's elimination came when Slater accidentally bumped him off the apron. Oops. Elimination points to Slater? I guess. What do you think, John?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Okay, elimination is worth 3 points, so that's.
No, he didn't intend to, but
yeah, counts. That's not what I want. Go back over to here. There we go. All right. So that happens. Let's see. Tyler Breeze eliminates Mojo Rawley. So Breeze gets an elimination. Tyler Breeze.
Yay, Breezy.
Tyler Breeze. Puts him up at 11. And I believe I had a note here. Breeze's elimination was with a drop kick, so he's going to get a finisher point. I'm going to tack that on there now. Because I believe that drop kick is one of his signatures.
All right.
All right. Let's see. Jordan eliminates Aiden English. So elimination points, Jason Jordan. $84. Okay. Then Slater eliminates Fandango. So 3 more elimination points to Slater.
Okay.
27. All right. Jordan hits spears on everyone left in the ring. Then starts hitting overhead suplexes. Connor picks up Jordan to throw him over, but they struggle. And then Breeze comes off the top with a drop kick that sends Jordan to the floor for the elimination. Oh, that's where the drop kick came in. Okay. So that's Tyler Breeze with another elimination. That's 15. The final four are Connor, Breeze, Slater, and Ryder. Connor throws Slater to the outside with authority, then lays out Ryder and Breeze with clotheslines. So Slater got eliminated, so elimination for Connor. And I have a note here that Connor had a finisher, so Connor, that's 4 points, so 25, okay. Ryder hits a missile drop kick on Breeze, then Connor hits a spear on Breeze that sends him to the outside for the elimination. So that's another elimination for Connor. Connor, 28. I'm going to assume that spear's a signature, give him another point.
All right.
Connor goes for a powerbomb on Ryder, but Ryder reverses it into a Hurricanrana that sends Connor to the outside, giving Zack Ryder and therefore the Hype Bros the victory. Seven. And then Ryder also gets 20 points for winning the match, 10 for being a specialty match is 30, 5 for competing is 35. And Ryder had an evasion and a move, so that's 39 points to Zack Ryder. And 7, so 30, what did I say, 39? So 77, and then 66 points then. Wait, no, 77 points. Yeah, there we go. And then 5, thank you for coming points to everybody else who was in the match. So Tyler Breeze. And Simon Gotch. And who else is in this match? Mojo Rawley. I'm not going to give him winning team points because he was eliminated, and technically it was one person who won the match, even though it was for their team.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And who else was in this match? Connor. I put him at 34. That means I missed Victor down here, so Victor gets 5 points. And then, let's see, who else is in this match? Fandango should get some points. 5 points to Fandango. It's 13. And who else is in this match? American Alpha guys should get 5 points. 8-1 Chad Gable. And where's Jason Jordan? How's Jason Jordan? Oh, there he is.
Jason
89.
Jordan.
Was that everybody? Yeah, 5 Bros of Vaudeville. Oh, Slater and Rhino should get 5 points. Five, 7. And 5 points to Heath Slater. Where is he? Heath Slater. That puts him at 32. And the Vaudevillains should get 5 points each. Puts him at 21. And Simon Gotch gets 5 points. Puts him at 26. Okay. I think it's everybody, right? Rhino, Essential Reasoning. Yep. Okay, good. So the Hype Bros win and have a shot at the Wyatt family's tag team titles.
Mm-hmm.
Following this, Alexa Bliss was scheduled to have a match against an unnamed jobber, but she declined, saying that she doesn't do charity, and then beat down the jobber.
Okay, then.
So Alexa technically gets out of match fighting for that.
Yeah.
That puts her at 154. However, this beatdown is interrupted by Becky Lynch. And then Shane McMahon comes out and decides, well, you're both already here. Screw it, title match, go. So we are put into a title match between Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss. Evenly matched offense early on. Becky hits a flying forearm and then follows up with the disarm her. Alexa gets to the ropes quickly, but after breaking the fall, rolls out and sells her arm, and then just grabs her. Then Becky follows out and drops her with a forearm, and Alexa sells a knee injury now. And then she just decides to stay at ringside for the entire 10 count. And but then Becky attacks her after the match, throws her back in, and Alexa starts fighting, revealing she wasn't really injured. And Becky gets the better of her with a power slam until Alexa rolls out and runs away with her belt. So, my calculation here, let's start. Alexa Bliss technically lost the match. So, Alexa Bliss didn't have any moves, so she's going to get 10 for competing. No, 5 for competing. And she gets 25 for retaining the women's title, unfortunately. No, wait, not 5 for competing. That was an intentional count out as a -4, actually. So the intentional count out, she would get technically, how much is the retention? 25 for a retention -4. She'd get 21 points for the retention is what Alexa Bliss will get. Puts her at 175. Becky, meanwhile, gets 20 points for winning the match, 5 for competing, and 1 for the disarm her, is 26 points to Becky Lynch. He's going to put her at 101. And then they're also going to get fighting after the match points, so that's another 4 for each. Becky at 4, 105, and Alexa at 179. Okay. Then moving on, we have our SmackDown main event. It's a fatal 4-way match between Dean Ambrose, Dolph Ziggler, Luke Harper, and The Miz to determine the #1 contender for AJ Styles World Championship. It's really quiet.
It is.
Indeed.
Follow the buzzards. Huh?
Wow.
Anyway.
Yes.
So, the 4 participants enter, and AJ makes his way out to join the commentary team for this match. So, commentary points AJ. 70. Okay. The bell rings, and Harper starts off by absolutely clearing house on everybody. Ambrose rolls out, and Harper comes flying at him with a suicide dive. He rolls back in and stares down The Miz. Miz clips for Harper, tells him he did a good job and tries to team up with him. Instead of shaking The Miz's hands, he slaps him across the face and hits a Michinoku driver for a 2 count. I do not know if that's a signature or not. Not counting it. Ambrose and Ziggler take turns on drop kicks on Harper to finally take him down. Seems like it shouldn't take that many drop kicks to take him down, but okay. The Miz gets some offense in on Ziggler and Ambrose, hits the yes kicks on Ziggler. Then some running drop kicks. Ambrose intercepts one of the clotheslines, hits a running bulldog. Some suicide dives, back and forth. Harper drops The Miz at ringside, puts Ziggler in a torture rack. Ambrose breaks it up, and he lariats both men, takes down Harper. Miz comes in and tries to pin Harper. Ambrose rolls up Miz in a small package. And Miz gets eliminated. It's an elimination fatal 4-way, by the way. We should have mentioned that. So,
Fair enough. Especially match.
Yes. Well, it's a fatal 4-way. It's a specialty match anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, The Miz is eliminated first. So, The Miz is going to get 5 points for competing, and 4 for being in the main event is 9. And 3 for being in a specialty match is 11, and 1 for his move that he hit is 12 points to The Miz.
Okay, then.
12 points Miz. 12 points Miz. Is 13 is 223 for The Miz. So, moving along, it's now down to Ambrose, Harper, and Ziggler. Ambrose hits some suplexes and a backbreaker on Ziggler for a near fall. Harper hits a boot and then a super kick. Spinning sidewalk slam on Ambrose for a 2 count, then a sit-out powerbomb for another 2 count. Harper goes for a splash, but Ziggler blocks it with a super kick, and then Ambrose dirty deeds as Harper to eliminate him. So Luke Harper gets eliminated. Harper had 4 moves by my calculation. So Harper is going to get 5 points for competing in this. 4 for being the main event is 9. 3 for specialty is 11. And 4 for his moves is 15 points, Luke Harper. At 38 points. That leaves Ambrose and Ziggler. Ambrose takes Ziggler out to the apron, slingshots him into a ring post. Ziggler comes back with an avalanche facebuster off the top rope into the ring. Miz makes his way to ringside, distracts both men, and Ambrose drops Miz with a suicide dive. Then Ziggler drops him again with a super kick. Ambrose throws Ziggler into the ring post and back in the ring. Before Ambrose can get back in, the Miz grabs him by the foot. Ziggler is recovered by the time he gets himself free, and he gets in the ring just in time to get super kicked in the face. And for Dolph Ziggler to pin Dean Ambrose and become the #1 contender for the world title.
Okay.
So, Ambrose was the final elimination. He had 3 moves. So, Dean Ambrose gets 5 for competing, 4 for being the main event. It's 9, 3 is 11, and his 3 moves are 14 points, Dean Ambrose. So that's going to put that at 149. Pushes Dean back in the top 10. And lastly but not leastly, Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler gets himself 20 points for winning the match, 10 for winning a specialty match is 35 for winning the main event is 35, 5 for competing is 40, 3 for competing in a specialty match is 43, 4 for competing in the main event is 47. And Dolph Ziggler hit 4 moves, which is 51 points, Dolph Ziggler.
Damn.
One is 81, and another 9 puts Dolph Ziggler at 90 points.
Wow.
90. And thus ends SmackDown.
Damn. What are the not so happy totals?
Let's find out, shall we? Let's go over to the TPs. Let me hit a refresh. Data, refresh all. Okay. 21.25 for Team Hug Life. Team KO at 16.75 and 12.08 for Certified Lunatic.
And this season's just going to be another obliteration, except this time it's John obliterating us.
All right.
Yeah.
Let us continue onward. Next, let's move on to the 205 Live, which I think actually aired after Raw this week, but we're doing it here anyway.
Fair enough.
No, 205 Live. And once again, the 205 Live results are courtesy of CageSideSeats.com. There's not a lot of detail in regards to moves here, so I'm mostly just going to count match results and the finishers that were used to end the match.
That's fine.
Okay.
So, in the opening match, Jack Gallagher defeats Drew Gulak via pinfall following his corner dropkick finisher. So, Drew Gulak gets 5. Thank you for showing up points. And go to the right page. That would help. Okay, Drew Gulak. 5, 6, 7, 8, 18. And Jack Gallagher gets 20 points for winning. 26. This is the standard 26. So, is 91, 97 points.
Damn.
For Jack Gallagher in total. All right, then. Meeting in the hallway shortly after, Jack Gallagher offers to call things even between himself and Daivari, but Daivari tells him they're not even. So promo points to Gallagher and Daivari. Puts him at 105, and Daivari gets a promo. Puts him at 65. Following this, we have a promo informing us that our 205 roster is not complete. Do you know why?
No.
Mm-mm.
Because Tajiri is coming.
Oh wow.
So get your green mist masks ready. So, yeah. So, and I guess he got a video package. So should we give him 3 points for that? Is Tajiri even on the roster?
I don't think he was.
No. All right. We'll deal with Tajiri later then. We'll draft him next week. Meanwhile, Lindsay Dorado takes on Mustafa Ali, and that match ends in a double countout.
Okay then.
So, let's see, a countout. There is no countout win, and it's not an intentional countout loss. So, I guess he just get 5 points for competing. Oh no, I guess that would count as a draw. So,
Yeah.
so 10 points a pop then.
I'm okay with that.
So 10 points to Lindsay Dorado puts him at 26, and 10 points to Mustafa Ali put him at 21.
God
All
damn
right.
you guys for getting a draw.
Yep. Noam Dar is then seen approaching Alicia Fox in the back. That's right, a main roster talent has appeared on the Cruiserweight show. And asks why she hasn't asked him about his promo last week. She says she has a boyfriend, and Dar says, "Of course you do," and walks off.
Okay then.
So promo points to Noam Dar and Alicia Fox. So Alicia at 21, and Noam Dar. There we go. Will be at, let's see, that's so 64 then. All right. We then move on to our main event, in which TJ Perkins defeats Rich Swann via the knee bar submission. Brian Kendrick is on commentary for this match. So 5 commentary points to Brian Kendrick.
Yeah, because John needs more points.
All the points.
I have Perkins, you idiot.
Oh, I thought he had Perkins.
No.
Fair enough.
I still get the points though.
No, you don't. You get Rich Swann loses points. That's what you get. It's not a title match. Calm down.
Oh, it's a main event though.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Rich Swann gets 5 points for competing in the match, and 4 for it being a main event match is 9 points to Rich Swann, which is going to put him at 282. And TJ Perkins gets 20 points for winning, 5 for competing. 1 for the knee bar is 26 points, and another, another 9 for it being the main event is 35 points. TJ Perkins. And he puts him at 85. All right. So there we go.
All right.
And now let's go over to the final program of the evening.
You're not going to get the totals up for that?
Might as well refresh. Let's go over to the totals real quick.
You have to add that to the total section, right?
Yep. 2158, 1700 even, and 1282.
All right.
Okay.
So here's a question. Are we going to be treating Tribute to the Troops like a pay-per-view for scoring, or is it going to be treated like a standard weekly show?
I'm going to treat it like a standard weekly show unless you guys feel otherwise.
No, I'm fine with that.
All right.
TTTTT.
Tribute to the Troops. TTTT. Let me get my link to the Tribute to the Troops recap. Again, with Tribute to the Troops, I don't have a lot of match detail, so we're just going to go with basic information on this. All right, Tribute to the Troops. Tribute to the troops. Let's see. It does not say where tribute to the troops was actually emanating from.
Washington, D.C.
Fair enough. But I meant which specific military base.
I don't know.
But fair enough. The announced team was Michael Cole, JBL, and Byron Saxton.
Mm-hmm.
Shane and Stephanie came out. They introduced the show together, and Lillian Garcia sang the national anthem.
Yep.
As you do. So Roman Reigns came out to a mixed reaction to open the show. He said talked about how proud he was to be the United States champion, and thanked the real heroes, the troops. Kevin Owens then came out, wanted to know why Reigns didn't thank him too. And Owens says that he'd take if given the chance, he would take the U.S. title back and he'd rename it the Canadian Championship.
Yeah, he said, I would take that, take the U.S. title from you, take it back to Canada, slap a big old maple leaf on it, and rename it the Canadian Championship.
Yep. Reigns challenged him to a match, but then Rusev came out and insulted the United States and talked about how much better Bulgaria is.
Rusev Machka.
Rusev, Lana, and Reigns traded insults. Reigns and Owens then went to the ring. Big Cass ran down for the save, and Mick Foley came out to turn the whole thing into a tag team match play for later tonight.
Mick Foley actually was kind of funny. He came out up on the stage. He's like, so the main event's, going to be Rusev and Kevin Owens versus Reigns and Big Cass. How you doing?
Okay, then.
Yeah, holy the how you doing thing. And Cass was like, okay.
So Kevin Owens gets promo points, and Rusev gets promo points.
And Reigns gets promo points.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Hang on a minute. And Roman Reigns gets promo points. At 130. And who else was there? Oh, Big Cass.
He gets thank you for showing up points.
Well, yeah, he gets an appearance.
Yeah. Just no blows were traded.
Yep. 56. Okay. So, following this, there was a apparently a four-way tag team match in which Sheamus and Cesaro defeated the Shining Stars, the Golden Truth, and the Club to become the New Day's #1 contenders for the tag titles at Roadblock.
That is correct. And Cesaro working like a well-oiled machine.
Who got the pinfall and off of what?
Sheamus, when he kicked both of the Shining Stars.
Okay, then. Does that count as two finishers?
Yes. I don't remember. I don't remember which one he actually pinned.
Doesn't
they
matter.
Look so much alike.
It doesn't matter. So anyway, so we'll give 5 thank you for showing up points to the members of the club. And Carl Anderson is over here. 58. And so thank you for showing up points to the Golden Truth.
Yeah.
And our Truth. And the Shining Stars. What the hell are their names again? Primo and Epico. And Epico. 8. All right, so Cesaro gets 15 points for being on the winning team. And he gets 4 points for competing in this specialty match. So, 15 and 5 for competing is 20, and then 3 for being a specialty match is 23 points to Cesaro.
Mm-hmm.
Where is he? 9. Okay, so 59 for Cesaro. Oh, yeah, Sheamus pinned one of the Shining Stars after a brogue kick. Okay, so Sheamus gets 20 points for winning the match. 5 for competing is 25. 10 for winning a specialty match is 35. 3 for competing in it is 38. And 2 bro kicks is 40.
Yeah.
40 points, Sheamus. Him up at 78. So following this, Miz and Maurice came out. Miz said how happy he was to be an inspiration to all the troops through his performances in the Marine movies and plugged the next installment coming in January. Then issued an open challenge, and comedian Gabriel Iglesias came out.
Fluffy!
He then had a back and forth where The Miz said that he was a ridiculous comedian and had no right to be there. And Gabriel pointed out that The Miz was the one standing in the ring in bedazzled underwear. And judging by the look of it, it's cold. He then brings out Apollo Crews to fight The Miz. So Miz gets promo points for that little exchange. 31. And Apollo Crews defeated The Miz in a non-title match. Now The Miz gets 5 thank you for showing up points.
Yeah, but it was a pretty quick squash match because Fluffy over there continually interfered in the match by taking selfies.
Yes, I heard this.
Yeah, he took a selfie with fucking like Maurice and stuff, and he took some with The Miz. You need to see his selfie pics. They are fucking hilarious, though. He put them up on like his Facebook or something like that.
Nice. While Miz was distracted, Crews hit him and rolled him up for the pin. Miz grabbed the mic and announced this was not a title match while Crews was celebrating. So, fair enough. I'm going to give The Miz mini promo for that. Does Maurice get accompaniment? Technically, they weren't out for a match as far as they knew until Fluffy came out.
Well, technically, they did come out for a match because Miz had the open challenge.
Oh, okay, so fair enough. So, that's going to be accompaniment points, so that'll be 40 for Maurice then. And then Apollo Crews gets 20 points for winning, 5 for competing, and did Crews win off a finisher of some kind?
I'm
I'm going to assume he didn't give him a point for it. Puts him at 57. So we then had the Wyatts versus Dolph Ziggler and American Alpha in a 6-man tag team match play, which Orton pinned Chad Gable off an RKO.
What was the comedian's name?
Gabriel Iglesias.
Gabriel.
Fluffy. Anyway, so meanwhile, we're going to give some thank you for coming points to Dolph Ziggler and American Alpha.
Fair enough.
Puts him at 95. And Chad Gable is going to get brought up to 142. And Jason Jordan going to get 5, which is going to bring him up to 94. And then Luke Harper, let's see. So Luke Harper will get winning team points of 15. 5 for competing is 20 points to Luke Harper. Let's move at 58. Bray also gets 20 points. It's about 159. And Randy Orton gets 25, plus the RKO is 26 for Orton.
Okay, then.
Goes up to 189. We cut to backstage where Bayley was with a service dog and Charlotte and Dana came up and insulted her. Bayley said Charlotte knows all about hanging with dogs, and then Dana got in Bayley's face, which set up the match that then happened next, where Bayley defeated Dana with Charlotte at ringside with a Bayley to belly. So, promo points all around. first of all. And Dana. 24. And who else am I missing? Charlotte.
Here you go.
5. There we go.
Here you go, guys.
And then we had the match in which Charlotte gets accompaniment points.
Here, check that out. That's off of
sec.
Gabriel Iglesias' Facebook.
Let me finish scoring the match and then I'll look at it. Dana gets 5 thank you for coming points for the match. He's a junk. Nine. And then, let's see, Bailey gets 26 standard. Give me 98, 108, and then another 6 is 114. Bailey. And what am I looking at here?
My screen.
Oh, click. There you go.
Fluffy!
Hang on, let me stop on my screen share so the people at home can see that picture real quick. There we go. Forward to you. Okay. Fluffy!
And look at that face. Look at that face.
Fluffy!
And you can see Apollo Crews over here behind the Miz.
Fluffy.
Yeah, I like that picture. I think that's a great face.
That is a good picture.
That is good.
Let's see. I thought he had other ones. I guess not. Okay.
What the hell was that?
What?
That picture with the motorcycle.
No idea.
That's a motorcycle made to look like a naked woman. That's kind of awesome. I approve of that motorcycle. Also, dude, you gotta check your Facebook notifications.
Hey, it's Sergeant Slaughter.
Nice.
I guess I figure Sergeant Slaughter would be a tribute to the troops.
Strawberry cake.
I wish he had his other images up here, but that's the one you want to see though. That's the best one. All right, I just wanted to show that to you guys.
Yeah, alrighty. I'll go back over to the screen share for the chart here. Chart screen share. There we go. Present. Okay.
He also proceeded to take some selfies with Apollo Crews
Of
afterwards
course.
for the victory celebration.
Of course. So, what else we got here? So we landed a match in which the Cruiserweight champion Rich Swann teamed up with Jack Gallagher and TJ Perkins to defeat Drew Gulak, Tony Nese, and Brian Kendrick. Rich Swann got the pin on Gulak after a super kick. So, Gulak, Nese, and Kendrick get thank you for showing up points. And Gulak gets 5, puts him at 23. And Tony Nese. That's 5, which is 42 for him. And then let's see, Perkins and Gallagher are each going to get themselves 20 points. 105 for Perkins. And for Jack Gallagher, that's puts him at 125. And Rich Swann gets 26 points for a match win. Where's Rich Swann? Hey, there we go. I put him at 6, 7, 8. Is 288, 298, 308.
God damn.
We then cut backstage to where the New Day were talking about how well Sheamus and Cesaro were working together, and talked about the power they felt after breaking the record and how they could go down as the greatest team of all time. AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson then came over collectively as the club to say that if anybody's the greatest of all time, I mean, we've been the greatest all over the world, from Japan to Toronto to everywhere. If anybody's the greatest team of all time, it's us. They then kind of stopped short and looking to the other side of the New Day as the New Day turn around, and they are joined by Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose, and Roman Reigns. And Rollins is like, really? You're talking about the best teams of all time? And Dean Ambrose looks at Roman and goes, you believe that? Roman's like, no, man. And then they walk away.
I also love what Big E says when they're talking about, I feel the power, but not the positive kind. I feel the power of history.
Mm-hmm. Also, the Shield walked away, and Xavier's like, they're not even a team anymore. So, promo points for those folks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, AJ Styles, 8 points. And I'm going to give full promo points to everybody because fuck it.
Yeah.
And then what do we got here? Who else am I missing? Big E. Should get promo, so that's 5. 80 to 73. And then scrolling down, Dean Ambrose would be at 157. And then who else? Carl Anderson would be at, let's see, another 8 would be at 66. And Luke Gallows would be at 68. And who else was there? Kofi. Missed Kofi. Put him at 119. And then Seth Rollins would be at 98. And Roman Reigns would be at 138. And Xavier Woods would be at 28. Yes. Okay. After that, in the main event, the United States Champion Roman Reigns and Big Cass defeated Rusev and the Universal Champion Kevin Owens. Enzo and Cass came out first and dedicated the match to all the military members via promo, and they did their call out for each of the members of the armed forces. Army, how you doing? Navy, how you doing? Marine Corps, how you doing? Air Force, how you doing? Coast Guard, how you doing? So, Rusev and Owens beat up Reigns for a while after Cass tagged in. Lana shoved Enzo to the ground for a distraction, and Reigns tagged back in and beat Rusev with a spear. So Enzo and Cass get promo points.
Yep.
64, and Enzo at 74. And then let's see. So we'll start off with the losers, which is Kevin Owens and Rusev get 5 points for competing and 4 for it being a main event. So 9. Thank you for showing up points to those two. Kevin Owens gets 9. So 81. 181. And then who was he to? Our Rusev, who is somewhere in here. Gets himself 9 points, which would put him at 74. Lana gets accompaniment to ring points, which is 5. Puts her at 30. Ah, fucker. Puts her at 39, I was saying. There we go. And then we got Big Cass was on the winning team, gets 15 for that, 5 for competing. Is 20 points, plus 4 for being in the main event is 24 points, Big Cass.
Big Cass?
What's him at 88? Enzo gets accompaniment to ring points. 99. And Roman Reigns wins the match, gets 25 for that. That's the winning and the competing, and then another 9, which will put him up at 34 for it being the main event. So 34 points to and 35 because Spear, so 35 points Roman Reigns. 5 and another 8 is 173. Final score for Roman Reigns tonight. All right, save. Refresh all. Let's go over to the happy totals. So 23.53 for Team Hug Life, still in the lead, followed by KO at 18.98, and still trailing is Certified Lunatic at 14.64. Okay. There's your final scores for the night, folks.
Jesus.
Yep. And then let's go over here and check out the leaderboards. Still way out in the lead by over almost like 70 points. No, 60, about 70 points is Rich Swann at 308. Followed by the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz, at 239. One half the SmackDown Tag Champs, Randy Orton, clocks in at third with 189. Just ahead of the Universal Champion, Kevin Owens, in 4th place at 181. 5th place is the SmackDown Women's Champion, Alexa Bliss, at 179, who is just 1 point ahead of the SmackDown World Champion, AJ Styles, at 178, who is just a few points ahead of Big E, 1/3 of the longest reigning WWE Raw Tag Team Champions, who is tied with the United States Champion Roman Reigns. Behind them at 159 is Bray Wyatt, another third of the SmackDown Tag Champs, and Dean Ambrose just barely edging himself back into the top 10 at 157. And
just wait till Sunday.
And if you're not counting the tie between Big E and Roman, then technically the last one is Sasha Banks at 154, the Raw Women's Champion. You were saying?
I was saying, just wait till Sunday. I'm about to get a bucket load of points.
Yep. We'll see where that goes.
Well, I'm guaranteed the women points because I am the women's division. I'm guaranteed the main event points because I am the main event. I'm probably going to lose to Rollins because I'm assuming Rollins is going to take out Jericho. And I have a good chance at getting tag points if they decide they're going to take the titles off the New Day.
It's possible.
So, most of the title picture is me. So, I'm about to get a bucket of points. Now, whether that's going to be enough to catch up to John, I don't know because he's way the fuck up there. But
yeah,
it'll even it up a little bit.
Should, yeah.
And then Raw and SmackDown will hit, and John will just shoot up ahead again.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be interesting.
Yep.
How come I can hear myself through somebody?
I don't know.
Oh well.
All right, so let's just real quick here. Over here. So yeah, going into Sunday, We've got Big Cass versus Rusev will be the pre-show match. We've got of course, the main event, Kevin Owens defending against Roman Reigns for the Universal title. Jericho versus Rollins, Sasha versus Charlotte for the women's title. We also have Rich Swann in a triple threat match versus TJ Perkins and the Brian Kendrick for the Cruiserweight title. That's anybody's game. We've all got a man in that match.
Jesus. Okay. Swan is probably going to retain. That's my prediction.
If Swann retains, that's going to be points to John. If TJ takes it back, that's to me. And if the Brian Kendrick takes it back, that's to Jeff.
Yeah.
We also have Braun Strowman versus Sami Zayn. That's all you.
That's all me.
And the New Day defending the tag titles against Cesaro and Sheamus. Which is mostly you. Actually, mostly John, but...
Mostly John. John is guaranteed points either way.
Yeah. So, that's a split match. And my only hope for any points in this pay-per-view at all would be a victory by Big Cass on the pre-show, and a victory by Jericho over Rollins. Other than that,
TJ Perkins.
And if Perkins wins the Cruiserweight title, that's my only chance at major points is if Perkins wins that belt back.
Well, I think you're pretty much guaranteed the Rollins points because you have Rollins, so I think Rollins is going to win.
Yeah, if Rollins wins, that's my only other hope of points is if Rollins beats Jericho and Cass on the pre-show. Those are my only three things.
Yeah, Rollins is probably going to win. I'd be surprised if he lost.
Yeah, so that'll give a Rollins victory, and then
and more than likely Cass is going to go over Rusev, unfortunately for John.
Yeah.
So those two matches, I think you're pretty safe in saying you're probably going to get points for those.
Ooh, I got 50 fucking points. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, well. You are SmackDown, so.
Yeah. But not really. He's got AJ and the number one contenders to the tag titles.
You have Randy fucking Orton.
Who is only 1/3 of the tag champions.
Yeah, but he's the 1/3 that keeps winning all the fucking matches.
That is true. The only thing keep me alive on SmackDown is the fucking Miz. I've got that entire Intercontinental feud because they shunted Dean down to the mid card.
Yeah. This is true. You're also pretty snug in the Cruiserweight division because you have some good people in the Cruiserweight because you have like that Gallagher.
I have Perkins and Gallagher. Those are my dudes. Otherwise, I have shit.
Yeah. You're better than I am.
No.
At least you have someone who's consistently winning.
That's true.
I don't have a single fucking winner in the Cruiserweight division. Except for Kendrick, that one match, but it's like, okay, we won one match. I don't see him taking the title back, so.
Fair enough. Now, my other question, let me see here. That's not what I want.
And then you have some good people in the SmackDown Women's division, so you have Becky.
True. But I don't have Alexa.
No, John has Alexa.
Yeah. So.
But you have the people who could potentially take it from Alexa. I don't.
True. And then the other thing is going to be how we, of course, round the year out because there is a WWE title match that's all John before the end of the year. So.
Yeah.
Let's see here. And then the next pay-per-view after that, we're going to have about a month. In fact, yeah, after Roadblock this Sunday, we're going to have a month and a half of no pay-per-view. Because the next pay-per-view is the Rumble, which isn't until January 29th, and that's cross-branded.
Right.
So that'll be interesting to see where that goes.
Fair enough.
And then after that, we go into the Oh, that's interesting. Okay, then we go into February where apparently we got some confirmation on this. We will have the Elimination Chamber, which will be exclusive to SmackDown. SmackDown is getting the Elimination Chamber and on February 12th, and Raw will have Fastlane on March 5th.
Okay, then.
So that's interesting. given the SmackDown state of affairs, I could see both the Intercontinental and main event dudes all being in the Elimination Chamber for the AJ Styles title. So
Yeah.
that could earn me a lot of points if both Miz and Dean are in there.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see where that goes. That'll be fun.
We'll see. But we need to get through this season first.
Indeed, indeed. So, with that, that is the end of our little program. I'm going to turn this off. There we go. So, folks, that is the end of another week of our little program that we do here. We hope you enjoyed this. Sorry for the length of the video again.
There was 4 shows to go through.
Yeah. 5 if you count deletion.
But we didn't score it, so that was pretty quick.
Yeah. So with that, folks, of course, Roadblock will be this Sunday. We'll see what happens. Definitely some point changes. Will Jeff overtake John? We'll find out.
No. Not with the kind of lead John has. I doubt it.
Well,
But we'll see.
you've got a lot going on there. Remember, you've got Charlotte and Sasha in a women's title pay-per-view specialty match.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because they're doing a 30-minute
It's a 30-minute Iron Woman match, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
So, yeah. That'll be fun. So, with that, thank you for joining me as always.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're going to have fun scoring the moves on that match. Jesus, you have 30 minutes of moves to score.
Yep.
Have
We'll see
fun, Jim. Good
Yep.
night.
We'll see you next time, folks. Good night.